BagFuel, baby.
The veterans are the ones, to me, that is keeping the love of music alive. The people that are coming up now are not focused on making music. They want to hit a lick.
That's it.
That's it. The music right now is about hitting a lick because they understand that there's not a lot of money in streaming, not a lot of money in this, but if I get some clout and I can do some tours, then maybe I could act and do some other things that's gonna help me make the money. Maybe Nike's gonna endorse me or something like that. But those deals are few and far in between. It's not a lot of people that are in line that is gonna understand the business, that's gonna understand the fulfillment, because they'll give you the money, then you gotta fulfill the contract, meaning you gotta show up, you gotta kiss babies, you gotta be in shoots for long hours, you gotta do all these other things that they pay you up front for, right? And then what suffers is the music. Because now, music, you can't just make the music. You have to make the content to go with the music. You have to do the freestyle. You gotta make the content and you gotta promote yourself. So when we were doing it and when it's meat and potatoes, all we said to do was master your artistry.
Yep, that's the key. Because when you're good at what you do, no one could take money away. Why you think you have been right now artists that 90s hip hop that's still going on tour, make so much festivals? They're not big in America. I never forget that. I used to go on tour. I remember we was all the way in Asia with Wyclef. We was doing a show. And we saw a line from here all the way to Times Square. From here, 26 to Times Square. And people, they will line up for days. They was going to see Lionel Richie. But Lionel Richie wasn't big because Lionel Richie was really big. But when you put great music global, that's why my songs, like when you see Hips Don't Lie or Maria Carlos Santana, there's just a lot of my records, they're like big overseas. These artists, they go overseas to collect. Then also, they're selling this.
Merch and clothes.
Yo, that's yes, people are trend artists. Like, I work with a lot of young artists, which the kid was in my studio for years. Okay? For years, I platinum sounds, but he was a great hustler. Like he knows that people, the young kids the young team kids wants him. Then he would do songs. He charged like 5 people. Yo, I do a verse for you. $5,000. He only take cash. And he would rent the studio. That was the hustle. Then after that, he got a deal. Now, this guy buying so many Ferraris, don't even know how many more Ferraris he want. But at the time where I'm being real, he couldn't pay the studio session.
But they were buying more music back then, too. It didn't fully change when Rich the Kid first dropped.
Internet. It was more internet.
It was more, but it didn't fully change. It did. He caught the last. He caught the last of it.
Exactly.
Rich the Kid caught the last of it. But that's what I'm saying right now, though, Jerry. Like I'm just being honest. You don't have the time to make the good music. And I got a good question. Will Lauryn Hill survive right now in this climate? The way she recorded, the way y'all recorded, will Lauryn Hill pop off in 2025? Needing to do content and all the rest of the stuff.
But you know what? At the end of the day, it's a different day we live in. Now, who's the new Lauryn Hill now? That's how you gotta look at it.
No, hold on. I said the closest was Doechii.
Yeah. Well, Doechii is Doechii today.
Yeah, I understand.
You feel what I'm saying to you? Doechii, and there's a lot of, I'm sitting in the board of the Grammys, right? And I have platinum sounds. I see all the new artists. It's you come with a platinum, somehow you end up in my studio. And I see so many young
You on the board, nigga. You better
wanna
come
get
to
his
this fucking
favor.
studio, nigga. You in the board, nigga. I'm trying to get me a Grammy. What the fuck is you talking about? Where the fuck Jerry at? Book me and Jerry shit, nigga.
But what I'm saying though, it's so many young artists, and this is why I work in and I tell these artists, you have to have the respect. If you're an attorney, you're a lawyer, would you bring all your friends while you're doing a kiss? And a lot of these artists, man, they come to the studio, man, everybody on, high and drunk, and it's just like vibe. Then La La Land.
Y'all wasn't high and drunk when y'all was young? When it was you, Wyclef, Pras, Lauryn, y'all wasn't high and drunk?
We were smoking.
But I'm just asking.
It was, but you know what we had as we had that was my dad's house.
Okay.
That where we did a booger basement. I helped build that studio, me, Wyclef, and my brothers. And we built the platinum sound. I say platinum, the booger basement. What was great about it, man? It was like, man, at the time, niggas was smoking corn leaves.
Yeah, but wax it.
You know what I'm saying?
Or beaties.
Beaties.
You was hoping you was high. You was hoping you was high.
See, they don't know about beaties.
With the little string on it. I hated the beaties. Oh my God.
You was a real crack.
I hated the beaties, Joe.
Yep. But what was great with that basement, man, we would have, of course, at the time we have Rod Digger, at the time, with the Outsiders. We used to be in that booger basement, and everybody. Then we have Beanie Man one day, Bounty Killer the next day, and even when there wasn't friends like that, you know what I mean? There was like really. So I always have a home where a lot of artists. It was like the temple. Booger Basement was the temple. Then moving forward, I came up with the Platinum Sounds. We built that Platinum Sound is the hub for music. Until today, the other thing I'm doing is a lot of education. Now I'm going back bringing, because I started, like you said, who's the next Lauryn Hill? Who's the next, I'm seeing these young students, some of them are so dope, but they don't have the mentorship. That's what we're talking about, mentorship.
Ain't no money.
The team.
Mentors was there because they seen money in them. Ain't no money.
But also, too, the art of being a producer is not what it is.
Not what it used to be.
Yeah,
not anymore.
No, not anymore. Like, you understand music on a cellular level. So you care about instrumentation. You care about how the song invokes emotion towards different parts of the bridges, how the verse comes in. A lot of these beats, they have no soul. It's very 4 bars, straightforward. It doesn't feel like a movie.
They're track writers.
Yeah.
They're not producers, they're track writers.
Yeah, but I think that's what's really hurting the quality of the music now. And then all you need is one good single to give the fulfillment of money. So it's just a factory now. Get a good single, good beat, done. We make our money. Peace be on to you guys. Go sell your merch. So that's what I think is missing. A Jerry Wonder.
They don't have enough money for Jerry.
Well,
that's true.
Well, the thing
that's
is,
just keeping it real.
The thing is, this is why I'm training. This is why really important to me to add value to the young creators, music creators. I do my summer camp program where I get over 300 students and add value, right? The key is